It is the start of spring here in Australia, and it honestly feels that we've just bypassed spring and gone straight into summer, because every day at the minute has been like high 20s and it has been lovely. It's been so nice because the winter here felt so long this year, and all of a sudden it just feels like we're really in the summer months, and it has me so excited for what's to come. I am going to go down to the beach. I'm so happy beach days are back. And it's also so strange because on Instagram and TikTok and everything, so many people are posting about like their well, obviously Americans would call it fall, but like their autumn content, and like how it's like getting into cozy season and all of that, and it's just like the opposite of that here in Australia. In Australia, we're about to start summer dress season, which I feel like is what I'd call it. So literally anything you go out and do, you're either in active wear or a little cute summer dress. So that is the season that is officially upon us. The last time I went to the beach, the water actually was still freezing, so I couldn't really even get in the water because it was so cold. So I'm gonna just like test the waters again today and see how I feel, because the weather's only really just started heating up, so the actual sea is still quite cold. But anyway, we'll give it a go and see how I get on. Finally feeling clean again. I am making some chicken wraps for dinner, some breaded chicken wraps for dinner, and honestly now I'm just gonna have a very chill day. Tomorrow is gonna be a full-on busy day, so I'm gonna take it very easy tonight. I actually don't know what Stephen's doing. I think he might be going out and meeting a friend a little bit later, but I'm just gonna chill. That book I started to read, not sure what I'm thinking of it at the minute. I feel like it needs like your full attention, and I feel like I kind of wasn't giving it that at the beach. But I actually jumped on here because I would usually be doing a lot of exercise, and I would show you guys some form of exercise in these videos. However, I was playing paddleboard, is that what it's called? Paddleball on Wednesday, and I don't know what I did, but I hurt my hip flexor somehow, and basically the last few days I haven't even been able to like raise my knee up. Like today I can, but even like getting it to where you can't really see in the camera, my knee's like basically here, that is where it starts to hurt now, whereas like my right hip doesn't like have any pain at all. So I've definitely done something to my hip flexor, so I'm just going to take it really easy this weekend. I'm still going to get my 10,000 steps in per day, but I'm just going to do no running, no Pilates, like nothing like that, just really give my body like a few days just to chill out, so that hopefully I don't make the injury any worse. But yeah, that's kind of what I popped on here to tell you guys. But anyway, I'm gonna have some dinner, gonna watch some TV. We've been watching Broadchurch at the moment, which we're pretty into, and I've been watching The Block. So yeah, I'm trying to have a few things on the go at the same time. I finished Love is Blind, so that's one thing out of the way, but I just need to blow dry my hair whilst my dinner is, well, it's already in the oven, so just waiting for it to cook, but I'm gonna blow dry my hair. And good morning. As you can see, we have come out for a sunrise. It's very early, it's not even 6 AM yet. But of course the mornings are getting lighter, the sunrise is getting moved earlier, and our clocks haven't changed just yet. But we thought we'd do a little hot girl walk down to the beach, and then yeah, we're pretty much just gonna watch the sun come up, and then we are going to go and have a coffee. But we were saying it's just like so peaceful around the beach when it's not swarmed with people, but it just looks so nice and calm. I feel like the lighting is obviously not very good right now because the sun is really just just starting to rise, but it's so pretty. You gonna give us your fit check for your hot girl walk?
Uniqlo Nate Cross.
And I'm in cotton on, Adanola, and my New Balance. But we're gonna go and get a coffee. I'm actually very surprised that Stephen decided to come with me. What do you mean? You told me to wake you up.
Turn on all the lights.
I didn't turn on all the lights. I went to the bathroom and turned the bathroom light on. Secretly you wanted to come, didn't you? You did. The sun has finally come out to play. It's over there this time, which is strange. Usually it comes up over the water, but today it's like way back behind the building. So we just got coffees. And we're just gonna chill out, drink our drink. I say coffee because I got a hot chocolate because, as you know, I do not like coffee. We are saying it's like currently like 6:24 or something like that here, like not even 6:30, and there's just so many people out and about, and like you just would not get that in London. Like you would not have like hundreds of people already sat out at the beach going for their morning runs, their morning steps, morning hot girl walks, morning scooters at this sort of time in the morning. So it's the lifestyle that we moved here for. As you may know, we are currently in the process of moving. So right now my apartment has stuff everywhere. However, I'm not going to include any of the moving journey in this vlog. It's going to be its own separate video. So I'm actually starving, really hungry. Haven't eaten anything since we went for, well, I haven't eaten anything today actually. So I'm just going to make some fried eggs. I've been so obsessed with fried eggs recently. So I'm going to make some eggs. Steven's just having a shower, so we're going to have some breakfast and then we can get tackling on some of this moving stuff. But yeah, like I said, that won't be included in this video, so you have to stay tuned for next week's video, which will be my moving diaries part 1. Steven? So I'm going to attempt to make bagels for the first time ever. I keep seeing people online make bagels and we love a good bagel here in this house, so I thought I would give it a go. It looks like it should be kind of easy to make, but obviously I've never had to do it before. But I'm just going to follow like a recipe that I found online. So I've already put some warm water in here. It does give you like a specific temperature that it should be, but I don't have a thermometer, so I am just guessing. Then it wants me to put in 2 3/4 teaspoons of instant or active dry yeast. Now these are 7 grams. That actually doesn't tell you what number of grams that is. So let's just rip open one and see what one gives me. My next step is to add some sugar, some flour, and some salt. So I've got to just weigh out my flour. I need 520 grams, and it had to be bread flour. So grab a bowl. So I picked up this just from Coles, which is just meant to be like a bread flour. 1 tablespoon of sugar. I really hope that these turn out well because I have high hopes for them. Maybe bread making could be my new hobby. I used to bake all the time. I used to love making cakes and everything, and honestly we kind of stopped. 2 teaspoons of salt. I'm just gonna have to guesstimate that because I don't have any salt that I can easily measure. But yeah, so I used to bake cakes and brownies and things like that all the time. But the problem is, then you got to eat them all. And usually we're trying to be healthy, so I've been trying to avoid that. But I'd actually love to make fresh bread because we do both eat a lot of bread. And I'm very aware that bread in a supermarket probably has loads of bad stuff in it that you shouldn't really be eating. Or just like unnecessary stuff, really. So yeah, it'd be good to be able to make our own bread. try one as well. Have some.
Stephen Bergen. Client 9654.
Oh, of course, boo.
Fucking good.
Yeah, they're hot.
Are they hot on the inside as well?
No.
They're very good.
Yeah.
I like those.
I swear that they go crispier than straw bagels. Yummy. Cheers. I don't know where all the warm weather went, but it feels so cold again. I've got my puffer jacket back on and a jumper over my activewear because it's freezing. It literally feels like we're back in winter again, which is so annoying because the last few days have been so nice. But anyway, I am off to go and meet Imogen. I'm actually so tired today. I had like the worst night's sleep that I've had in a long time. Just like really light sleep, like not really, well, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if I didn't have any REM sleep last night. So I feel like I could do with like a drink. This would be perfect, like if I drank coffee, because I could have a coffee to prep myself up, but I don't. But I actually wouldn't mind like a hot chocolate or something because it's quite nippy. So we're gonna go to the Botanical Gardens for a walk, but maybe I'll suggest that we go get like a drink. Like I can get hot chocolate and she can get a coffee beforehand or something like that, so you kind of warm up a little bit whilst we are walking. Botanical Gardens is like always the place that Imogen and I go to for a walk because it's kind of in the middle for both of us. She lives north of the bridge, so it's just sort of like the most convenient place for us to both travel to. But yeah, it's very grey out today. Let's hope it doesn't rain because it looks very, very likely that it could. And I obviously don't have an umbrella with me or anything. Just back from my walk, I popped into the supermarket on my way home just to get some bits for dinner. And for my little lunch today, Stephen actually gave me inspiration for once with cooking, and I've made myself a little pizza bagel. We had the ingredients to actually make pizzas last night for dinner, and then to be honest, I actually was so tired last night I didn't have any dinner, I just went to bed. But yeah, so making use of the bagels that I made yesterday, just put some mozzarella cheese on and some salami. I'm gonna eat this, and I'm just trying to remember if I've actually even checked in on this vlog today, but I have, because I was telling you guys earlier about how tired I was and how bad of a night's sleep I had. So I picked up a Monster, so I'm going to drink a Monster and eat that pizza bagel. And I've got my 10K steps in already, so that's pretty good for the day. So my activities are done. My hip flexor is finally starting to feel better. Today was the first day that I've been walking and it hasn't been sore. So I am booked in for a Pilates class tomorrow morning. So fingers crossed I'll be able to do that, and then I can get back on track with my running and my workout. Spit pretty much over, well, just getting back into it really. That's yummy. That can of Monster has done me a world of good. I thought I was going to sit on the sofa, lay down and fall asleep, but now I feel like $1 million. I literally feel like that Monster has changed my life, which is so bad. And I'm not usually one person to depend on caffeine. Like, as you guys know, I don't drink coffee, so usually in a regular day I won't actually have any caffeine. So the fact that I've had a whole can of that today and it's perked me right up is literally just what I needed. Tonight I would love a good night's sleep. I also feel like I need to eat a bit more today because obviously yesterday I fell asleep without any dinner. Today for lunch I just had that little tiny pizza bagel, which wasn't really like a full meal, to be honest. Like, it definitely wasn't enough calories that I should be eating. But tonight for dinner I'm actually going to make a new recipe. So I'm going to make a sausage tray bake. Basically it's sausages, potatoes and gravy. It's something I haven't made before, so I'll probably film that for this video to conclude the video this evening. It is time to make dinner. I've kind of just spent the last few hours doing some cleaning, to be honest, which is really boring. Obviously we're moving, so we're having to deep clean everything, and basically all of our apartment has these plantation shutters, which I guess are kind of similar to like Venetian blind type things. And they, let me tell you, are a pain in the backside to clean because they get really dusty really easily, and they're just awkward to clean because all of the surfaces like tilt basically as you touch them. So every window in our house has them. So I just did the ones that were here, right here in our kitchen. So I cleaned those. We've already done the bedroom ones, luckily. So just the living room ones to go, but there's 4 of them in the living room. So that's going to be great fun. Tonight for dinner, we're going to make a sausage tray bake. So basically it's like sausages with potatoes, some gravy, and lots of veggies. So basically I'm just going to cut up some carrots and some onions. And then it looks like I should just be able to chuck it all into the dish and stick it in the oven, which is exactly what we love of an evening where we just want to do things quickly. So I'm just going to chop these carrots into little slices. I'm actually going to go narrower than the recipe says to go because I always feel like they take ages to cook. I'm so excited to have like a good home cooked meal. Like I said to you earlier, all I've really eaten today is bagels, so it's nice to have something quite filling and really like a proper meal, because it isn't like me to not be eating properly during the weekend, if I'm honest. Next, just need to chop the onions. I don't know what it is about onions in Australia, but my eyes, when I cut onions, water like there is no tomorrow. Like, it's honestly insane. Oh my god, they're really stinging. For the first time, I'm actually trying these Spud Light potatoes. I've never had them before, but the only reason I actually picked them up is because that was the exact amount of baby potatoes that I needed, whereas like the Coles own brand was slightly more, and I didn't want them to go to waste, and obviously with us moving, I don't really want to have stuff left over in the house that we then have to take with us, so it was just easier to get the Spud Light ones. So I actually bought the sausages from the butcher rather than the shop because A, the local butcher to me does such good sausages, and B, all of the sausages here that are in the supermarket are all packets of 6, so I figured it would probably be cheaper for me just because I only needed 8 sausages to get them from the butcher. But I have no idea if it was cheaper or not because these cost me like $23 or something like that. But anyway, oh my god, look at the size of that sausage though. I don't even know if these are all going to fit in my pan, if I'm honest with you. And I will touch base with you guys in about 25 minutes once it is all finished. Hey guys, it may be a couple of days later. I'm so sorry. I just completely did not film what that recipe actually looked like after I cooked it. But basically, I guess I just was starving and Stephen and I just jumped straight into it as soon as it was ready. But I actually then ended up being really, really unwell afterwards. It wasn't the food because Stephen was completely fine afterwards, but it's actually a few days later now, and I have just been really unwell the last couple of days. Basically, every time I eat, I am getting really nauseous, getting really sick, getting really bad stomach pains, getting really bad bloating. So I've actually just been to the doctor today. I thought I'll leave it the first day, hopefully it just passes, but then last night as well, like I was so unwell. So I went to the GP today. They don't really know what's wrong. They've got to run more tests. So anyway, I just went and had a blood test done, and I have to go and get an ultrasound done in a few days. So fingers crossed everything is okay and it's nothing serious. But yeah, I just thought I would keep it real with you guys and let you know what is happening. So apologies that I didn't show what the food actually looked like. It actually was lovely. The food was so good, but pretty much like as soon as I started eating, actually that's a lie, as soon as I finished eating, like instantly I just like was not feeling great. So I don't know whether it's like indigestion or anyway, we'll find out once. I don't want to speculate and sort of stress myself out about it. So I just wait until I get my test results back and go from there. But anyway, if you made it to the end of this video, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. I do love filming these sort of like homely videos. I'm such a home body, so I definitely love these sorts of videos. So anyway, I will see you guys next week.